Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. Today I am going to rank all of the 12 BH Cosmetics Birthstone palettes because I was an idiot and bought them all. Though I do enjoy most of them, the formula in all of them were very good. I don't feel like I struggled with any of them. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the ranking. Dead last is Pearl from June. This palette is just so boring. It is just, well, I don't have any interest in this. It's all browns, and the glitter formula isn't that great, but it is a pretty glitter. I do feel like a lot of their glitters are really creative in this, in these palettes, but they're not the best formula. So that's kind of a problem. But yeah, it's just a brown with like kind of peachy brown. And I only bought this because I wanted the entire collection. The shimmer shade, you know, the pearl shade, it's nice. It's pretty. It's a good highlight, but like, I don't need it. Okay, so the next one, which happens to be my birthstone, coming in at number 11, is Opal, October. It's pretty. I like these shades individually, but they're pastel, and I'm not a huge pastel fan, and I don't feel like I can create a pretty cohesive look with this palette. Yeah, I really like this green shimmer though. It's stunning, and but as far as a cohesive look, not so much, I don't think. What do you think? So this is, you know, not ranked very high for me. I really wish that Opal is my favorite. I love Opal. I don't like the pink tourmaline. I think it's tourmaline, but it's a pink stone. I have it in my ring actually. Is the other birthstone for October. I really do feel like that they should have gone that route rather than the Opal route. And just did a really pretty pink palette. I don't know. All right, next is Diamond from April. This is a beautiful palette. I love the this silver is beautiful. I wish this was a matte black, but it has like the, you know, sequins in it. But it's a beautiful palette. It's just a little bit boring, right? It creates a beautiful smoky eye, but that's about all you can do with it. And so because you can't do a whole lot with it and it's a little bit boring, that's why it's ranked there, not from the formula or anything like that. Like I said, everything I think performed fine. So next up is the Aquamarine March. This is a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong, but this blue is just a little bit light and a little bit dusty. I don't know, it's just not impactful enough. It's a little bit too dusty, I guess. I don't know, it's not deep enough for me. And that's paired with this really deep blue here that's a shimmer. So I just wish that this was a little bit of a deeper blue, you know, and it's got this orangey brown in it again, which is something that they seem to have done a lot of in these palettes. But overall, it's a good palette. It's really weird to me because these are kind of cool toned, whereas this is like warm tone. And so it's like, couldn't you have just put another cool tone brown in it? I don't know. But I feel like I can get some really pretty looks out of it. It's just interesting. So the next one is Garnet January, which is my oldest daughter's birthstone. And yeah, it's a great palette. I've used this one quite a bit actually, to be honest, but I like reds. I feel like every time I use it though, I want to do the same exact look with what is provided in this palette. I do enjoy it. I don't have any complaints. I'm just uninspired by it, I guess. And I have lots of reds and stuff in my collection, and when I go to reach for reds or whatever, this isn't the palette that I go for. But overall, it's a really pretty palette. Ranking is really hard for me, let me tell you. Teresa is Dead is a Libra, and she's always talking about ranking videos and how hard it is for her. It's really hard for me. So the next one is Emerald from May. That's my cat. He likes to talk. This is a pretty palette. I really like this one. But there's a green palette that I liked a little bit more. I like that this is like kind of a reddy brown to go with these greens, and this green is just an amazing swampy green. I really do enjoy this palette, but it has 4 shimmers and 1 pressed glitter, and it needs another matte, you guys. I don't necessarily need transition shades, but I just feel like this could have used another matte and not, you know, 3 shimmers here and that pressed glitter and the shimmer here. So that's why it's ranked where it is, but I love it and I love greens. The next one is Amethyst February. This is a pretty purple palette, and there's no browns in it. That is freaking spectacular, because pretty much 90% or 95% of these palettes have browns in them, and this is all purple, and this is like a light pinky peach. So I really like that about this palette. It's pretty. I do like the different kind of tones of purple in here, but it's a these two, I don't know, these two are really close to each other, kind of on the eye in my opinion, and even though they're a little bit of a different kind of tone, so I don't know, maybe I wish there would be like a really dark plummy purple or something, you know, to really get more depth, because I don't feel like there's a lot of depth you can get from this, but you know. All right, just trying to walk you through my thoughts on the palettes. It's really hard for me to do that. Next one is Ruby, which is my daughter's name and her birthstone, and my grandma's name. But here it is. I like this one a little bit more than Garnet. I don't know why, really, to be honest, but I do. I kind of like this shimmer more. I think that might be why. And these are really, this one and the Garnet one are really similar, but I like this palette. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's kind of one-dimensional, again, in my opinion. There's not, you know, it's a small palette, so when I reach for it, I tend to end up trying to create the same look. I think these are great travel palettes, but you don't need every single one of them for traveling. You know what, random thought, but every time I watch a declutter video or whatever and somebody's like, oh, this is a good travel palette, and then the next one they're like, this is a good travel palette, I have to keep it, and this is a good travel palette, and I'm like, bitch, you have 15 travel palettes. Are you that rich? You traveling all the time? Like, holy moly. I just need one. I don't got money to travel all the freaking time. It cracks me up. I'm like, how many travel palettes do you need? And like, yeah, anyways. Turquoise is the next one, which is December, and this is my son's birth month, and yeah, I like this one. It's bright, it's colorful, it reminds me of like swimming. I don't know why, it just, this blue right here is just so like watery. I don't know. And I do like the pressed glitter in here. Now, I don't like their formula that much, but I can use them. I don't hate it. It's just not the best. But yeah, and it has a gold in here, and like, I like this palette. Not much to say about it. I do wish that maybe it went, like, they had a deeper blue in here, like instead of this transition shade that they have here, or like this brown, maybe they should have made it a dark blue. I think that that would have been really awesome. Okay, Peridot August. Ba-bam. I like this one more than the other one because I like the yellow, and I like this dark green, and I like the shimmer, or the glitter, and I like this bright lime green shimmer. Yeah, so I do like this, yeah, a lot. And this has 4 mattes, which is also not as common in these palettes, I don't feel like. Maybe it is. I might just be making a fool of myself. I don't know. But I just feel like I can create a few different looks with this color story, and so I really appreciate that. Okay, the top 2. Citrine November. I love this palette. It's beautiful. This is what the Honey palette should have been. This is what the Minus Lemonade palette should have been. This is an amazing yellow honey brown palette. Like, yeah, I mean, it's stunning. Yeah, I can't really say much more than that. Like, it reminds me of summer. It reminds me of bees. It reminds me of honey. This is what those palettes should have been, because it gives you depth too. And I love that. So my number 1 is Sapphire September. Do I need to say more? I mean, this is beautiful. There's no browns. It has this deep gray blue. It has a green in it. It has this beautiful purple and these 3 beautiful shimmers. I love this palette, and I feel like with this green and with this purple and with this like dark gray blue, that I can create multiple looks with it. I think it's stunning. I think it is beautiful, and it is my favorite. And the glitter is like this beautiful, like, it has like green and purple and pink in it. It's beautiful. Now, this reminds me, or is very similar in my opinion, to the Paris palette. Passion in Paris, that's what it's called, and I have that, and I feel like if you have the Passion in Paris, you don't need to run out and buy this, but if you don't, this is a good one. And yeah, I love it. I love it. I think that this is the best one that they created in my eyes. So that is my ranking. I know this video is kind of long. Hopefully you made it to the end. Let me know what your birth month is. Let me know if you are happy with your birth month, because I wasn't. If you have any of these palettes and which ones you like and which ones you don't like, how you would rank them, just let's talk about these palettes down below. I know I'm like super late talking about all of them. I have posted a couple of videos of me using these, and I did post a video of ranking them when I had 6 of them, and my ranking, I didn't go back and watched it. I didn't go back and watch how I had ranked them in the beginning, because I'm sure that the way that I rank them now is far different. So don't judge me if it's different. I've had them for longer. I've gotten to play with them longer, look at them longer, compile my thoughts more. So don't judge me for that. And yes, I'm sorry, my neighbor's dogs. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all of your support. Yes? Okay, bye you guys.